Celtic canvas art. So a photo of your choice, if it's a canvas art, if it's a wall mural of your choice, and if you live in central Scotland-ish, John will come and fit it for you as well. So, and what a fantastic price. So that signed snooker cue signed with John Higgins. We've got the 2 signed Celtic Australia shirts. So Paul, you've got quite a few signatures, and they're going to be signed with us as well, and stuff like that. So there'll be a few famous photos signed that over and above us clowns.
If there is anybody.
And we've got a signed boot, match-worn boot, in a case from Anthony Stokes, and that was donated by the Kano Foundation. So big thanks to all the guys in the Kano Foundation. That was brilliant. So as I say, it's like, I think we'll probably draw four tickets out and get 4 prizes. First one out I think the first one out gets their choice, what they want. I don't know how you want to play it, guys, something like that. But we'll try and spread the prizes out.
I think we kind of need to say, well, the first prize is this, because we can't then go to the second prize and say, well, we hate to wait and see what the guy wants.
Fair enough then.
Do you know what I mean?
Can we not get them all in front of a conveyor belt like a generation game? I mean, a cuddly toy.
See to everybody listening, right? And I said this last week, right? Hail Media. We've been getting this for years, and I know we've had a few wee things to raise money and we ask you for things now and again, but you get a lot of free content here. Free content. All we're looking for is a tenner off you. It's not a bad subscription fee. To pay that tenner and some great prizes. I mean, you're talking about there's something like 10 prizes now. So I mean, with the tickets for the Asterix to your screen. So, and as you're getting the free books,
you're getting the books,
which are worth over a tenner anyway, and it's going to a great cause. At the end of the day, that's the bottom line.
See the thing, Harper, as well. It's not as much in the news now, but the bombardment's still taking place, and there's still kids getting killed on a daily basis over there. You know, and see, after speaking to the people involved with this charity, I say this charity is non-political, non-sectarian. You know, it's no interest in what religion anybody is that's getting the aid. But all this charity does is provide medical aid to those in need. And it's some of the people in more need than anybody else in the world. And what they do is, one, eventually the blockade's lifted on the Gaza Strip. They go in with these medical supplies and they put them under lock and key, because as they've known in years gone past, the next Israeli bombardment's in the post. You know, so these people are living in like a concentration camp. So as I say, for a tenner, 90% of the money that you donate is getting aid's getting bought. There's medical aid getting bought for Palestinians. So I just think it's a cause that's really close to all our hearts, and I think a lot of the Celtic support out there feel really strongly about this. And I think I'd urge everybody as well, see, because it's not in the news as much now. See, when it was the front of the Sky News and whatever, it was close to everybody's heart in it, but now it's getting took over for what's going on in Syria and Iraq, and that's bloody hell. I mean, it's beyond reprehensible what's happening there as well. But these Palestinians, we've decided they were going to raise money for them, and these people are still suffering more than any of us could ever imagine. So, as you said last week, Harper, a tenner. What's a tenner? If you can't afford a tenner, get together with somebody and put a fiver each in.
Aye, or do what, like our supporters club, the committee got together there Sunday, and they're going to buy 5 tickets, sort of thing. And our supporters club's going to buy 5 tickets, and if they win anything, they'll use that prize for something that we do down the line. Do you know what I mean? So maybe even have a word with your supporters club on the bus this weekend and say, look, we want to buy a few tickets in the name of the club, and then you can do what you want with the prize, raffle it with your own club or auction it or whatever, like, no. But that's another wee thing to think about as well, like, no, maybe get your clubs involved.
Yep.
Just another thing before we move on to one good, one bad. Oh, sorry, we never mentioned where to go. If it's HomeBhoys67 at gmail.com.
Oh, aye, sorry.
For PayPal.
PayPal.
Aye,
friends and family.
Aye. But if you want to read more about it and get more information, go to hailmedia.com. You see the banner at the top of the page, the banner that changes 3 different things, our shop and blah, blah, and you'll see the big map icon. Click on that, it'll take you to the blog, telling you all about what we're raising money for and the prizes and that. And just, I don't know, you'll feel better about yourself and you maybe win a good prize at the same time.
Absolutely.
Another thing, just before we go into one good, one bad to wrap up, the ice bucket challenges. I put a wee extra one up there last week, and I challenged all our listeners, every one of our listeners, to do it and upload their videos to Facebook or whatever. And so far, only one person has took the challenge. So we'll leave it at this point in that. But just a wee update, like, no, that's big money getting raised here in Ireland. I know this morning the Motor Neuron Disease Association for Ireland were at €600,000 just on pledges for ice bucket challenges. So to me, I think that's absolutely phenomenal. People are having a laugh. So get involved with that as well. I know some people are starting to get pissed off on Facebook now, but I don't understand that. Just scroll past them if you don't want to see them.
I read a thing
it's good money getting raised all over the world.
I read a thing with the American ALS today, and they said they've received $72 million.
I mean, it's phenomenal. Like, no, and it's a thing that's kind of like the Irish one. Like, I mean, I've told you before. A very good friend of Vicky's, her husband, is actually in advanced stages now, motor neuron disease. So some of it touches you know, when it's somebody like that, and I know him, and the guy is a great guy. He just obviously comes out of the blue, and it's a terrible, terrible thing. And they're always trying to raise money all the time, and they're so excited at the minute, seeing all this money getting raised for someone that he's dealing with. So when you see that kind of reaction to it, the people who are complaining about this kind of stuff just need to get a fucking grip.
And if you're a Celtic fan, I mean, you're complaining about it as well. Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jimmy Johnson. And a good friend of mine, her mum died last year, and it's heartbreaking.
And to be fair, it's not that obviously Scotland and McMillan Cancer Trust and other charities have been getting involved, getting people doing it for other charities. So if you want to do it for any charity you want, happy days. But I think it's a great thing, and it's completely harmless, and it's raising money. And I don't know. Stop complaining.
I tell you what, I was at my niece's first birthday party there on Saturday, and they have this sort of green area outside where kids can play. And there was this family that just down the bottom of the green area, and they must have done it 6 times to get it right. The fucking kids are standing there in their shorts, freezing their bellies off, they're crying. They're going, "Look, that's wrong, you did it wrong, you didn't say the right names, do it again." Like,
my daughter was the same. My mother would be quite a bit of technophobe, and my daughter done it last week, and my mother hadn't recorded it, she had to do it twice.
By the way, big Frankie Fraser will be getting it done this weekend when I'm there.
Nick as well.
New York with the two of them getting soaked.
You better believe it, well said.
There was a great one actually as well about there's loads of great ones at the fields. The one of the Irish lad is mad, doesn't understand it. And he's about to speak and he just dumps the water on us. He's like, right, anyway, so one good, one bad. I'll go around the table with this week, Joe, right? So start off with Paul. One good for the week.
One good for the week is the fact that we're 1 foot in the Champions League, and it's, I said that right at the start, it's very surreal, but you know, we have another great night in paradise, and here's hoping it's like one of like so many of the other ones that we've had. So that's my one good thing.
Joe?
One good thing? I have to follow Paul on that one. The Maribor, almost in the Champions League. It feels like a bit of a dream, a bit of a fantasy going on, but this time tomorrow night, it could all just be a reality, which is always good. It's the hope. It's the buzz you get inside you before Champions League nights, knowing that, like, especially these games, these last qualifiers, it's really it's a good feeling. It's a good buzz. Oh.
Jason?
My good things actually just happened no long ago there. I've just been looking at Twitter and stuff like that, and seemingly Alistair Darling has made an absolute rip-roaring cunt himself in this debate with Alex Salmon, so I'm looking forward to watching the recording it. So I'm totally no Celtic Kings. I just think this independence debate is far too important to no speak about in this show.
That's
I
a
love Jabber to vote yes.
do you know what's one thing that pisses me off? And we spoke about this before. I spoke about you, and I spoke about it with Jock on the Desert Island Mets podcast. The amount of clowns that are going to vote just because of the football team they support is really fucking brain dead nonsense, like, no?
Aye, that's hanging out their trousers and
this full allegiance to the Queen and this Britishness that doesn't even make sense. Do you know what I mean? And if you ask him to explain it, wouldn't even be able to explain it. That really bugs me. Like,
I would just ask folk like that to look at their lives and just tell me how fucking close it is to this dear queen that they're all so loyal to. You know, who's got fucking 150 spare bedrooms and no bedroom tax and fucking, you know, civil list paying are about 24 million quid a year, and tell me that's what you're loyal to. Because as you say, it's like people will say to me, I couldn't give a fuck about the football regarding this. This is the important, in my opinion, the most important vote in my lifetime. I was in Glasnevin Cemetery last November, and as well as seeing the Republican plot, there was a grave there that just had an X on it, and it was for the remains of people that they couldn't identify. And I looked at that, and I thought, these people give their lives in the cause of Irish freedom, and it's still not achieved. And here they are with an X. And here we come on September 18th with the chance just to put an X in a box and free our country. And if people can't see that now, they never will. But having said that, I think the anti-message is getting through. I didn't believe the polls. I didn't believe the BBC bias or this bullshit. I think we're going to vote yes, and we're going to fucking smash this union once and for all.
Paul, see a month ago, mate, I would have said there was no chance. Honestly, I did. And I just thought to myself, see now, I believe we're going to win.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, a very clever guy that I know, he said to me, he says, in the 4 weeks leading up to it, he says, that's when you'll see what's going to happen. He says, all the posturing before then. And I've not watched this debate yet, but I'm going back to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And seemingly, Darling has made a total uproar and himself.
See what you see there, Jason, is 100% spot on. 2011, the SNP won an absolute landslide. They've changed the political landscape in Scotland. They won a landslide in a parliament that was designed to never have a majority, never mind a landslide, to always have a coalition. They changed the political map of Scotland. They looked at the political maps for years. It was red, 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 red. And suddenly it changed, and suddenly now it's all SNP yellow. A month before that, they were 7% behind in the polls. You know what I mean? And it's basically, and people always say, well, what happened there? What happened to this? What happened to this? So it's the same thing that James Carville said about Obama. People started voting. That's what happened.
Aye. You're right. And so sorry to hijack the Celtic show, but this
it's 4 weeks basically from now, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it happens, because then we're all going to move to Scotland and live like it's the Canaries.
Right, my one good thing for the week is signings. That look like they're going to get made, and the ones that have been made. I'm just excited that Ronnie Dyle is starting to put his stamp on the team. I'm excited to see where this goes. I think I can't remember if Jason or Paul says this team will be completely different a year from now. I think this team's going to be completely different a month from now. So I'm really excited with that, just to see where it goes, because it might not work, but it's exciting. That's what being a football fan is. It's something to G you up, to look forward to, and I really am excited about seeing where this goes and how Celtic's going to develop under the new manager.
Yeah, here.
So, one bad thing for the week, Paul?
One bad thing for the week was just the general ineptitude of the team on Saturday. Didn't like to get beaten in any game. Always feel completely fucking pissed off for a good 2 days after it. And I hate seeing that for any Celtic team. You know, the one thing I would always love to see for any Celtic team is that if you're going to beat, especially in Scotland, if you're going to beat us, then you have to fucking really play well. And I didn't think Inverness Cali had to play really well to beat us, and that was my one bad thing.
Joe?
It was kind of on the back of what Paul says, the exposure of the lack of depth in squad, the lack of quality, is a wee bit sort of surprising. I kind of thought we had a better squad than that, but clearly we don't. So it's one of those things as well, Paul. Even though I kind of knew, I definitely expected it to happen on Saturday. I kind of knew that I wasn't expecting to see the greatest game in the world given the lineup, but I didn't expect it to be to be a defeat. I didn't expect it to be shouting at the TV going, "That's Page, that's Page, that's Page." But but I mean, I think tomorrow night if we get through, we'll be over that very quickly.
Jason?
Just basically the Icelandic volcanoes at the Madam. When I've got a holiday to America booked. That's so non-football related for my likes and dislikes this week, but I just want to put a plea for calmness for all Icelandic volcanoes and just calm your jets.
Well, we can make it football